Alright, let's get this shit moving. Hello and welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. I know nothing about this game other than it's a really lovely looking game where you run around in the desert. I know that it's been compared to Breath of the Wild a lot, which is a curious comparison, especially considering I actually haven't played Breath of the Wild, so that bodes very well, of course, as per usual. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. I don't think I can keep up the pirate thing the whole time, matey. Oh, well, that's, F's in chat. I guess you'll be throwing a board. Yar. No, I definitely am not keeping up the pirate thing, even 10% of the stream. That sounds agonizing. But hey, let's get started. Oh! I was about to say, I was going to guess there was music in this menu, but there's not. So I was like, I should have just clicked through, but I did not know, you know. Alright, let's... I would indeed like to start a new game. Let's get this shit moving, shall we? It's honestly... It kind of gives me a little bit of a Hyper Light Drifter vibes. Like, you know, in that game you had a lot of, like, you know, almost like ancient civilization you don't really understand, and you're running around looking up stuff about it while fighting, you know, other monstrosities. It's giving me that kind of vibe, but I guess we'll see. It looks quite chillaxing. I mean, we're chillaxing to the maximum degree, so that's probably a good thing. Welcome to this fine Tuesday stream, by the way. I hope you're doing well. I haven't even turned it down that much. It's actually quite loud in my headphones. It's still not that bad. Shout out to the little critter on screen right now. What a legend. What a little lad. Like I said, I've been aware of this game for a while, and I've watched Chloe play a little bit of it. It's a very good looking game. I do like the aesthetic quite a lot. How have you been anyway? I was just watching Destiny, and he was live streaming Donald Trump doing a big speech. My God, that man is just like, I guess he truly believes everything he says, because he's still saying the same shit about like stolen elections and how good a president he was and how dog shit a president Sleepy Joe is and how they need to be investigated for all the corruption and whatnot, and all just this vague shit. It's like quite impressive he's still on the same thing, you know? Yeah, I've been alright. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Okay, so that's how we move around. We can move the camera. Classic third-person stuff. We got to jump. Didn't know Destiny was like that. You know, it's funny, actually, because he was literally... the streamer Destiny, obviously, was the one chatting about all this stuff. But he literally did... you can climb. Oh, alright. I guess it is kind of Breath of the Wild-y, huh? But yeah, basically, he got an email from someone trying to get unbanned on the game Destiny, and apparently he gets them, like, semi-regularly, which is just very funny to me. Man, hang on, I gotta see if I can, Mate, did you see that drift? Oh, boy. Yeah, this controller definitely do be having a bit of drift, huh? That's a pretty big map, actually, to be honest. Alright, so, what was I trying to do? Camera sensitivity. That needs to be way up, because Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, thank fuck. Alright, probably needs to be taken down a bit from there, but the camera sensitivity was actually triggering the shit out of me. Also, get that shit up there, buddy. Uncapped, hell yeah. Field of view. Probably, okay, about there looks good, because it's not first person, it's not as important. Yeah, there we go. It looks about good. It's just, you got to admit, this is a freaking, bring that probably down to about there. This is like a gorgeous game. It just looks so pretty. That might still be a little bit too sensitive. Oh my God, that frame rate is so much nicer. Jesus Christ. Probably still need to take this down a touch. Maybe to like there? Yeah, we go. That's a solid camera in right there. Okay, cool. I think I understand why this game is default at 30, though. I think she is... If you look at her movement, she is, I think, about 30 frames a second, like on the animations. So that does make some sense, but I still think I prefer the smooth camera motion and whatnot. We did it! We solved our first puzzle, lads. Wow, poggers. Yeah, it's very intentionally choppy, yeah. Do you think it looks better, with the uncapped frame rate? Or I guess for you it probably doesn't matter, because you're probably not getting, like, a super consistent frame rate either way. I do like the music. Sort of like Spider-Verse FPS debate. Yeah, yeah. Well, wait, was there a debate? I mean, Spider-Verse just looked really fucking good, right? Is there a debate about that? Do people think the Spider-Verse looked bad when it had, like, choppy frames? I thought it looked sick. I thought that was the consensus, too. Like, it was very, I don't know, very stylized and cool. It was like, this is the bit you have to pay attention to, you know, because shit's getting serious. People got headaches from the choppy parts. Really? Because it was the same in Puss in Boots. They went for the, like, choppy, you know, they had choppy animation in Puss in Boots as well, in the new one. But I thought it worked, like, beautifully well. I really liked it. Okay, I've had this discussion multiple times since Starfield has come out. This is how you open an open world game, in my opinion. Fuck this Bethesda-ass, like, 3-hour intro cinematic into, like, railroaded tutorial and shit. Fuck all that nonsense. Just let me step outside and go, wow, that's a very, very, very pretty world. And, like, I guess I want to explore it because, oh my god, look at it. That's how you open a game. This Breath of the Wild, Elden Ring, Sable, this kind of, like, intro, this is the goated intro, in my opinion. This is how you do it. Oh, you can hold beat a sprint, alright. Shout out drums. They are my favourite instrument. Each time someone makes a game without tutorial prompts, Todd Howard loses 1 life of his eternal life. I wonder what game developers are going to die and people are going to be like, oh, that's actually really sad. So we got the Dunbione, we got the Wind Tower, we got Chums written crudely on a sign, and we got Burnt Oak Station, Northwest. If only I knew which one was which. I mean, yeah, they're artists. I mean, yeah, of course, yeah. But, like, I still think there are some that have, like, a sort of cultish following, and then there are others that people just sort of ignore. Like, do you remember the guy who made Cliffy, the guy who made Gears of War, Cliffy B? He was, like, a bit of a cult figure for a while, back in the old days. But, like, I feel like people don't really mention it anymore. This is a fucking gorgeous game. My god. Like, it just looks so nice. Alright, I feel like we should actually probably follow the intended path for now. Gaben was a cult. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. Looks really nice, I know, right? And the music, too. Like, it's just lovely. Alright, let's just head straight to the... How do you reckon you get up to that? Literally, the boy and the dog from Up are just chilling in there, guaranteed. They're just vibing, man. Maybe turn it up a bit. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Is that a bit better? It's pretty loud on my headphones. Or not like loud, it's like quiet still. It's like ambient-y, but that's kind of what you want, you know? I'll crank it a touch in here. See how that does. Is that a bit better? Ibex camp. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Good, good. It gets the certified nice enough for sunglasses from you, I see. A very important, you know, a very important status thing. If it doesn't get the cool sunglasses, it's not chillaxed enough, you know. We did it. We did our first bit of climbing, gang, for an actual semi-relevant thing, maybe. The controller's vibrating. Oh, hello. Hilal quotes from a selection of obscure and lyrical, mediocre Ibexi historical ballads whenever I pass. Hilal, there is a great verse that says much about our folk, buried under sand. Do you reckon that's some form of riddle that we're going to have to solve and it will lead us to some secret or something? I want to know why my controller's vibrating. Can I, wait. It's the okay, it's still the same text. Oh no! We looked up to the cliff edge. The sure hooves and ibex... Sorry, the sure hooves of the ibex anchored to the steps. Horned sentinels guarding the high plateau. Our boots find purchase in the stone, and we remember the days when we could not glide. Alright. Fascinating stuff from my guy. So yeah, the reason I wasn't expecting to make stream was because I went to visit my sister around 4 BST. And I thought I was going to be there a bit longer, maybe stay over for dinner. Oh, did you get booted out? Was she like, no, actually get the fuck away from me? No, I'm kidding. But didn't have much to say in the end, just discussed movies and life and such. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it just be like that, I guess. Are you, like, particularly close with your family at all? I can feel Jaddy smiling behind her mask, just as I know she can feel the teeth bearing little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, and she's softly, sweetly amused in her eyes. I probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? We're Sable! That's who we are! I had no idea. And yet, I know, I'm not worried. Let's play the anxious nerd. And yeah, I shrug, but any attempts to act casual are fruitless. The movement is jerky, and I don't think I've ever been more aware of my shoulders. She laughs. I mean it. Holy shit, title drop. Air horns. But I do know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you've started. And then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on a seat. You were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping into me. I feel the memory in my fingers. You know what? Already, one interesting thing this game has done, I don't think I've ever seen another game do that I can think of. This is just internal monologue. I was confused as to what it was when we were chatting to the other guy, but like, this is just my thoughts. That's so interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that in a game before. Yeah, I thought I could induct kids into gaming, but they're just a bit too young for a Steam account. Lol, this stuff they play is free on iPads. They're hooked on they're hooking that Roblox straight into their veins. They're probably around that age. Like, my sister is in a like long-term relationship, and her partner, his like nephews and nieces are all like around the same age, and he's like, yeah, they just play like Roblox all day, man. So yeah, it's I guess they're at that age, or like Fortnite and shit like that. But then I promised you it was going to be alright. I told you how much I loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through my fabric. Suddenly, there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward, and you put those little grasping claws on the handles, and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand, okay. Look at her, she can do whatever she wants. Jaddy reaches out and places the hand on the edge of my mask. And so can you, Sable. I take a breath. I think I'm ready. I don't know where to start. I changed my mind. I'm staying. I don't know where to start. Jaddy's story warms me, but I feel too overwhelmed to let it settle in. I tell her with a sigh that I don't know where to begin. She chuckles. Well, I can help with that. You need to talk to Hiddle and Driss. Driss should already have made arrangements for your bike, and Hiddle will share something. Let's say as useful as it is fun. So we need to find Hiddle and Driss. I recommend, yeah, I mentioned Roblox and their heads snapped to me immediately. Fair enough, yeah. Minecraft too. I recommend one game, but my sister said she doesn't pay for their games. See, the plan was to use the Steam feature of my family sharing. Gotcha. Where you can just share your games for free. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't even know you could do that, but they don't play on the computer. Ah, okay. They're still in that consoles, I guess. The console era. I think I might suspect what Jaddy's saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. I'll be back soon. What if I choose the wrong path? I'll be back soon. I told Jaddy I'll be back soon. Sable, don't go planning on your return before you've even left. Take all the time you need. It's a big decision you're making out there. I tell her that's why I'm so eager to make it. I choose to choose well and quickly, so I don't go down the wrong path. Whatever you decide, you do so with my blessing, so don't try to use me as an excuse to come home earlier. She knows me. Now go speak to Hiddle. I'll be there to see you off. Okay. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Cizo, but you know how he is. I have something to give you, a compass that will help you on your journey. It's the same one I used on my gliding, an artifact you might say. I take the device in my palm, it fits naturally. They're perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible satisfying precision. Thank you. It's interesting this game is quite literary as well. Like, this is not what I would expect. Oh, that's so pogged. Oh, I love it. I actually love it. What a cool little, you know, what a cool little navigation tool. That's really neat. No, the iPad era. Oh man, that's even more cursed. Jesus. The internal monologue is in serif. I've never heard of it. I love reading, super underrated thing to do. Mate, the way I phrase it is I've always said I want to read, but like every time I try and sit down and read, I just get so bored. I'm so ADHD brained, man. It's not good. I just do not enjoy the act of reading. I do not know what happened there. Alright, cool. Well, let's do it. The ceremony. I need to complete tasks for Hiddle and Driss. Jedi greets me warmly. Hello, little glider. It's so strange getting called that. That's Big Glider to you. I told Heidi I'm Big Glider, actually. You're right, you are. Sable, noted adult, and Big Glider. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, let's go do these tasks then, I guess. Just read Worm, trust me. Oh, just read Worm, trust me. It's not that long. It's about as long as AS... I don't know what that is. Also, Hiddle is the guy we were chatting to earlier, I suppose. As I approach Hiddle, I gave an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Hiddle's verve and vigour. And on a day like this, I'm ready to match, with a touch of nerves for balance. A Song of Fire and Ice. Oh, okay, fair enough. That seems quite long. Aren't those books notoriously long? Or not? I know that he waffles a lot. That's what I've heard. Like, there's a lot of details in the Game of Thrones books that probably just don't need to be there. That's what I've heard, but yeah. Sable, take this. Hiddle hands me a small round stone as it nestles into my palm. I feel warmth, not borrowed from Hiddle's hands, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it, and I find it softly electric, like static on cloth. What's this? Thank you. I didn't bring anything for you. What's this? I try to sound less confused than I am, but ask Hiddle what this is. Oh, Sable, you can't leave without it. What I've given you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? I tell Hiddle that I feel connectedness, fuzziness, electricity. Let's go with fuzziness. Then you're doing it right. What you feel in that stone is openness. I look at the stone. It seems quite closed. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty or dormant and waiting for you to fill it up. I ask how I can do this. Take it over to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Hiddle claps their hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me when that's done, and I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Hiddle stops me. Oh, and you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to the temple. Go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yes? I remember Jedi's words now, and tell Hiddle I'll go and see Driss. Quest acquired, lads. There we go, Whispering Stones ceremony. Alright, cool. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, track that one. That's the one I meant. Worm is notorious. Yeah, I was making an unjoke. Worm is notoriously long for a single book. What is Worm? I can interact with that thing. What's in the box? 20 diamonds? Oh! Holy pog. Can I... How do I climb down a ladder? I would like to climb down this ladder, please. I guess that works. It's the jankiest way to hook on, but there you go. I talked about Worm before, but you didn't notice my messages, I think. That does sound like me. It's a cool web series, basically means, but yeah, no, I know what a web series is. Don't you trust me? I know what a web series is, my guy. I remember Lost. Postbox logging in. Hello, Sable. Unread message is 0. Have a good day. Goodbye, Postbox. Oh, we could have just come this way. We took a very roundabout route. Lost is was a web serial. Different thing, W. No, not Lost. Loss. L-O-S-S. But yeah, fair enough. Jaddy greets me warmly. Hello, little glider. It's so strange getting called that. It's Big Glider to you. I tell Buddy I'm actually Big Glider. She laughs. Jaddy, you're right. Oh, wait, no, this is fuck. We went the wrong way somehow. That's the way we... Wait. W was accident. Oh, I thought you were making like a joke. You know, like... W as in win. As in you're wrong, W me. But maybe not. I guess I misinterpreted that. The controls to this game are like way more floaty than they may appear to a viewer. Oh, by the way, does the map update as you explore? If I had to guess, what I've heard is this game is very similar to, or like takes a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild. I reckon they're going to have towers just straight up. But I guess we'll see. Though I've told myself not to be too eager. It's all I can do not to race up to Driss. I don't understand what that means, but okay. Basically, don't be eager. I was too eager here, maybe. Far Cry 3 moment. Yeah, I know, right? Ubisoft moment. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but now I strongly suspect that he's working on a bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful or has a custom feature. What will be its name, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore or will I get used to it? Driss turns with a bit of a start. Sable! Hello. Hello, how are you doing today? I was told you have something special for me. Yeah, let's go with that. I told Driss that I was told he had something special for me. Something special? I nod very meaningfully, but he doesn't seem to get the hint. I make a leading gesture, slowly, trying to be cool and confident. But I can't do it, and I'm too keen. The words spill out. I asked Driss if he might sort of possibly have a bike for me. Your bike! He yells it at me like it's an idea he just had. Your bike! Yes, of course. Right. Yes, your bike. That I prepared for you because today is your gliding. Yes. Driss nods along with me. Yes, of course. Right. Yes, I have to do that. I do have that. My blood runs cold. Has he forgotten? By which I mean I've arranged it for you in, well, it's sort of a tutorial for you. Is that Stonehenge in the background? No? Oh, that's like two dudes doing like a high five, you know? Like a double high five pyramid thing. A tutorial, it's not here, did you forget? Did you forget? I'm telling you, I didn't forget, I just made different arrangements. You see, Sable, before you can own their own bike, they must prove they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. No, I mean the lame rocks. Nah. Oh, there's like an arch. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Nah, it's more just like ruins, I think. But we'll find out in a bit, I suppose. I think about it, but I've never heard of the part of the gliding. Does Driss seem... but Driss does seem sort of earnest, sort of. So instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Driss gestures to the sand car aside. It's quite odd and a little shabby. Or quite old and a little shabby. A tester, if I've ever seen one. I'll give it a go. Really? I mean, yes. Be good. Be gentle, though. The sandcart was older than Juddy. You treat her with respect. Now ride that bike through the ring and back. Here's some advice for you, my young glider. Don't fall off. That is pretty good advice, I must say. All right. So accelerate, strafe, weird, drive, steer, move, get off. Okay. Oh, so that's okay. All right. Weird. It's kind of a funky little bike. I respect it. I like the smoke quite a lot. Okay, so interesting. You can actually strafe like very, very, like, you know, aggressively almost. Almost feels weird to call it strafing, honestly. It's a Star Wars type bike, true. My controller's vibrating in accordance to the bumps on the road, which you know, I can respect that. I want to park it back where it was. Hang on. Fuck. Can I reverse with this thing? No, you can only go forwards. Alright. Noted. He said be gentle with it. We definitely haven't been, but that's okay. Alright, there we go. I returned to Driss, who somehow managed to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. Sable, congratulations. How was your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles, unexplained hissing, small fires? What do you mean fires? Surely you'd notice if you were on fire even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Driss, is this bike dangerous? Well, he doesn't finish. Have you already been to Hilal? Am I not getting a bike? Well, you're getting the use of this sand car. That's something, eh? You can borrow it and have a look and run your little errands. My little errands. And Hilal's got something to show you too. Help you out with more of that mobility you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only slightly tarnished, I thank Driss for his help and his bike, and I depart for Hilal. Okay. Back to Hilal we go. You watched the new Mission Impossible. How was it? It's definitely not my kind of movie, so like I probably never will. But I know the series is people are a big fan of it as an action film. Interesting experience. First of all, lots of crew preparing for the premiere. Oh, okay. There were lots of crew preparing for a premiere. Wait, really? What do you mean? Sorry, I'm so confused. Why is he playing this instead of Journey? Because we already played Journey. You frickin' dingus! Also, welcome back, Udram. Head over to the temple, Sable. I promise it'll be worth the trip. But that guy just asked me to come to you, I thought. Show me my quests. Activate the stone at the altar. I need to complete tasks for Hilal and Driss. So I guess we have to go do that first and then come back here. Alright, fine. There does not appear to be fall damage, which is good. For a different theatre, a different movie in the theatre. Oh, I see, okay. Wait, you watched the new Mission... I didn't even know the new Mission Impossible was still in theatres. So it's like that way, I believe. Oh my god, you get absolutely yoted, don't you? They're setting up a gold carpet and stuff, lots of cameras about how to avoid the main way. Damn, fair enough. I don't think I've ever seen I don't think I've ever been to a cinema when there's been a premiere there. Or even close, really. That must have been a really bizarre experience. I think that must be the temple that he's referring to. Let's have a look at the map, actually, real quick. So, yeah, the map is like... So there's the Ibex camp, that's us. I guess, if I had to guess, alright, yeah, I think we're going to have to find towers. So wait, can we... Oh, there we go, so we have to... Oh, you can only track one at a time. Alright, fine. There we go, yeah, so this is the correct way. Oh yeah, that's another thing, it was one of the last showings, which meant I had the incredible experience being the only one in the theatre. I have been in, I've never really been in like an ultra small crowd. I've definitely been in some smallish crowds though. Nothing crazy though. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. How you doing anyway, you Dram? I feel like it's been a little while. You good? This is not... That was not the leap climbing I had in mind, to be honest. I think we're going to fall off for the first time. Yeah, the movie was a banger. It started with great homage to Red October. What is Red October another movie? Is this where we have to be? This feels like sort of a first... you know, objective, but nothing's pointing this way, so I guess this is correct. Yeah, this has to be it, right? The Hunt for Red October 1990. Never heard of it. I was chatting about movies with Chloe earlier. I didn't realise if you're just for inflation, Gone with the Wind is the highest grossing movie of all time. It was honestly kind of surprising. Oh, Jesus. Okay, damn. Full damage really does not exist. Oh, really? That's a well-known one. Yeah, again, adjusted for inflation, right? So, like... And the film came out a long, long time ago. Yeah, the highest grossing movie of all time is Avatar, but then if you adjust for inflation, it's Gone with the Wind. Apparently, if you adjust for today's currency, Gone with the Wind made $4 billion. I think it was dollars anyway. It's got Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin. Fair. I only know Alec Baldwin because of, you know, his recent adventures, let's say. No, I know. The stone thrums like the heartbeat, the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Am I afraid, exhilarated, or maybe it feels right? I am ready for Rohana to know me. I am ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity in this sacred place. I know I am in her sight. Based red artifact? Oh my god, all the colour's been brought back into the scene. That was actually really, really nice. Those are some damn incredibly vibrant colours they've used. This game just looks so good, honestly. I assume this is, we're going to get some sort of power, I suppose. Anyway, super fun movie. That was like a 20-minute car chase in Rome. Cool fight in Saudi desert. Cruise had a knife fight atop of the Orient Express. What the hell, that was so awesome. Fair. I mean, like I said, those kind of movies don't massively appeal to me, but I get it to some extent. I understand why people like them, so fair. Well, as long as you had a fun time, that's the main thing. Isn't it like quite long? Like, isn't it like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour movie? So I would struggle to watch a film like that for that long, personally, but fair. Like, I really struggled with the new James Bond for that same reason. It was just a bit long. 2 hour 40 whereabouts. Yeah, fair. Oh! Bubble! Frickin' bubble, man! Do I have to hold it? Yes, I do have to hold it. Okay. It's the first part of a two-parter. What is, sorry? The new Mission Impossible, you mean? But it was really energizing. Probably would have lasted like 3 more hours, to be honest. Damn, fair enough. So what you're telling me is you were hogging out. Oh, there's a chest down there. Thank you for 20 more diamonds. I guess, so this game's going to be all about, like, exploration, I suppose. I wonder what the diamonds are for. Yeah, it's actually quite non-stop in terms of action. Fair. See, that just sounds exhausting to me. I mean, I'm not saying it's, like, bad, and I'm sure there are people that, you know, enjoy that stuff. Clearly you've had a good time with it, but, like, I think I would just find that fucking exhausting. But, yeah. I can't think of many, I mean, I don't think there are a ton of great action movies, but, like, let alone ones that last that length of time and maintain being entertaining the entire time, you know? But hey, fair enough, I suppose. You know, if it's one of the ones that does it, then that's definitely a string in its bow, you know? I gotta say, big fan of this bubble. This is a pretty sick little bubble. I wonder, does it just last forever as well? It seems to. Heat is a good example of a long action movie that takes its time. Yeah, but Heat's like, I almost wouldn't even say Heat is an action movie. Heat to me is more of like a drama, really. Like, it's more about the, you know, the chase between the police and the criminals, essentially. And like a, you know, there's like a love story in it, or like a romance, I suppose. Maybe love story is the wrong word, but there's like a romance in it, and it's about the relationship between the different people in the crew and whatnot, right? Like, I think there's a bit more going on there. I don't think it's fair to just say it's like, yeah, action drama is fair. Show Hilal that we activated the guiding stone. Sure. Wait, is it called a guiding stone or a gliding stone? Am I just misreading this? Once the action is on the scene, it's center stage and really well done. Yeah, true. When I return to Hilal, it's clear they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I've even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? Exciting, true freedom, safe like a warm hug. I tell Hilal that I feel almost embraced by the perpetual, warm and safe in my own little bubble. They swoon. Oh, that's such a nice way of describing it. Hilal's mood doesn't darken, but the sigh they let out holds a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky. You know, I miss it so much, that feeling just floating on the breeze. But I suppose it's best that it fades with age, or else I might never come back from my gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasms. Oh, he'll heave myself into chasms for you. Okay, I should probably focus on the game now. No, the whole point of this is so we can vibe and chat. This is like a very just chilled, lovely game, so you're more than welcome to like talk about other subjects. Most of this game is just going to be me running around, climbing stuff, like looking at things. Obviously, there's going to be a bit of talking with NPCs, but like, you know, that's fine. You can chat about movies all you want. I quite enjoy chatting about movies too, so, you know, I'm certainly not going to complain. I tell Hilal I'll throw myself into 1,000 chasms on their behalf, and they giggle. That's what I like to hear. I know people manage to keep up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. It takes a really serious focus. Hilal laughs even if there's a bit of regret in it. And I certainly haven't got that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gains and no loss, I think about that, but decide there is already too much loss on my mind to consider it much further. I'm saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose the Perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. You're going to love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. My advice, try to have fun. There is a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all of that, but the world's an easier place if you just put joy first. I thank Hillel for their advice and for their help. I tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. A warning and a reassurance all in one. I say goodbye to Hillel. I mean, the game seems to have a story, right? Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be fairly loose and metaphorical, though, right? Like, it's... I don't know, it's about some sort of coming-of-age, like, ritual-type thing. And I'm clearly going out away from my town. So I doubt the game is going to have a literal, like, you know, like, big bad and all that kind of thing. It's probably just going to be like we meet a bunch of characters and each of the characters is going to represent some sort of emotion or idea or theme, and then you'll have like a kind of like big-ish but relatively contained quest with them, and you'll just learn little things about the world and about yourself over that time. That'd be my guess, but I guess we'll see. And I should point out I was pretty tired when I went to the theatre, so I did a really good job of keeping me up. Fair, yeah. Oh yeah, that's very coming of age of them. Yeah, 100%, right? It's like literally like, oh, you're finally, you know, old enough to engage in this thing that everyone in our clan does or whatever. Time to go out into the big wide world. Like, it's the most coming of age thing I think I've ever seen. To be honest, this is pretty up there. Not to say it's bad or anything. It's just kind of, you know, funny. But yeah. Before I go, Hillel gestures towards Sour. It seems Cizo wishes to see me before I leave the clan. Alright. Fair enough. Also, the fact that we have a quest log suggests to me that it's not going to be like one big overarching thing. You're old enough for the Gleep Gloop ritual. How great. Are you ready to leave your old friends? No? Too bad. Exactly. You get it. You get it. She looks across the landscape. Zeki's shoulders sag a little. I wonder what she's thinking about. Something on your mind? Zeki's voice is weakly incredulous. I don't know how she's done it. That's Ilaria over there. I follow her gaze to a little speck in the distance, which I now understand is her daughter, Ilaria. Do you want me to get her back? Zeki shakes her head. No, she's fine and I'll get her. I'm just... She shrugs. Parenting. I suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. I mean, obviously we have to go say hi to her. There's no, like, no two ways about it, right? How did you get up here? Chris W. Chad, thank you for the raid, whoever the fuck you are. Welcome to the stream, party of two. That is a freaky looking dude. I approached the cartographer. Oh, agreed. It's the fucking Ubisoft Towers. We found it. 100%, that's what it is. Oh, greetings, child. I saw you were looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? She really is. I nod enthusiastically. It really is an impressive vessel. However nervous I get imagining being up there all alone. I wonder if anyone's ever fallen off one. Let's not task right now. Well, good to meet you. And I should introduce myself. I'm Jordan. I went you first when you streamed Hotline Miami. Oh, okay. Yeah, I faintly remember. Welcome back to the stream, my guy. I hope you're doing well. Did you just finish the stream yourself? I tell him I'm Sable. I suppose you've come all this way to see me. It's probably a map you're after, eh, Sable? I would love a map. I told the cartographer I'd love a map. Of course you would. That's 50 cuts. To my ears, it's a fair price for a map, but too expensive for a pre-gliding glider with empty pockets. I tell Jordan I'll be back. Yeah, I played... Oh, how are you getting on with it? I need to ask Jardy for some money. Farewell, child. Quest frickin' acquired, boys. The balloon was way more fun than the person in it. Do you reckon the balloons are the fast travel? Do you reckon that's where this is going? Oh! Right, yeah, hold it. I've been playing too much fucking Zelda. Okay, alright. I should find Juddy to get some cuts. Okay, let's go do that. Let's get the map. And then go from there. Oh, this is Juddy. Okay, hello, Juddy. I told Juddy that the cartographer wants 50 for a map of the Iwa. I tried to hedge the way I speak about this, as I'm not entirely sure whether that's too much, not enough, or precisely its value. She tells me not to worry. I think balloons are like the Mad Max game where you spot stuff and it appears on your compass. Maybe not, who knows. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Here's some money. Oh my god, she gave me a whole 200? Damn, that's generous, boys. Here's some money to get you going on your journey. Use it most wisely, and then a little unwisely when the mood strikes. It's also good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. I thank Juddy effusively and head out on my way. Alright, time to go buy a map then, I guess. That must have been the thing we spotted in the distance earlier. Yeah, how you finding Dark Souls Remastered? Where are you up to? Have you finished it before, or is this like a first time playthrough, or what? Give me all of the deets. This used to be a Dark Souls stream, so you know I need to know all the deets. Just 100%. Perfect. Let's trade then. I thank Jordan for the Uwa map and its vast possibilities. Something about this makes it feel more real. Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I still remember mine. I asked how it was. Sure, I knew since I was a boy that cartography was for me, but I spent a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye on the skies. There are plenty of my colleagues out there, and they'll have more maps to sell you, from Hakoa to Sodic Waste. I thank Jordan for the tip and say goodbye. Farewell, child. Lovely. You've unlocked a piece of the map. You can navigate to the map screen in the pause menu. If you visited a place, you can fast travel to that location using the map screen. Your hover bike will also travel with you. Alright, neat. It's my second playthrough. Ah, okay, fair. Sort of lame small talk, but I saw you had an ad for the Halloween stuff today on the 19th of September. Oh, is that, what, are you playing like a specific game on Halloween? Wow, that is... This map's pretty, Get rid of that marker, I did not mean to do that. This map's pretty big, huh? I was expecting that to be a slightly bigger region, just being honest with you. Jesus, alright, damn. Got a lot of maps to buy, huh? Like for Halloween decorations, not the movie. Wait, you talking to me or Chris? Do you know what I need to do? Chloe's, oh, I don't know if I told you, actually. I don't know if I told Shrim. I completely forgot. The reason I wasn't about last... Oh, my God. I haven't mentioned this. Yeah, holy crap, that is very early to get Halloween things. I completely forgot to mention this. I wasn't here Thursday, and I wasn't here Saturday, and this is the first stream back since. Yeah, Chloe passed her PhD. She's confirmed, like, a doctor now. She actually, like, she had her Viva on Thursday where she had to defend it. It went on for, like, 4 hours. We had a meal afterwards. And yeah, she passed. She has minor corrections, which means she has a couple things she needs to change. But yeah, she's done it. She's totally a doctor now. And on Saturday, we were having a celebration. Okay, are you ready for this? This is actually the dumbest shit in the world. We still have our Christmas tree up from last Christmas. So we are going to decorate it for Chloe's party, which is going to be on Saturday. I'm going to give it like, give it a bunch of like PhD meme shit. And I don't know how I'm going to decorate it yet, but maybe I'll give it like one of the funny little hats and like a gown, or like a black gown. That's probably the best thing I could do, actually. Maybe like a little, you know, certificate rolled up in a ribbon. I think that'd be ideal. She had to talk 4 hours. Yeah, basically. So the defense presentation was like, so presenting what was in the PhD and the PowerPoint was about, I don't know, 30 minutes. But then it was 4 hours of like questions roughly, and then also like a bit of deliberation at the end where she would have been out the room. So maybe like total, she probably had to speak for about like a good 2.5 to 3 hours, I would say. Caesar is an outclanner to the Ibexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall, and I think of her more as a kind of distant relative than any outsider. Mechanists, I'm told, are given their posts, and by their training and their code must go to where they are needed, but Ciso has been amongst us long enough that it's easy to forget that it's an assignment first and foremost. Man, I might reconsider going to uni. Oh no, go to uni, man. If you're going to do a PhD, it's a different story, but uni is fine. It's nothing like that at uni. Also, I had this thought, and I was like, that makes sense to me, but I don't know if it's actually true. Basically, Chloe's sister is very academic and knows a lot about, like, just all the academic stuff. And she also did and passed her PhD recently. But basically, I was chatting to her before the presentation, and I was like, basically, all the examiners have read her PhD, So, like, the presentation actually probably doesn't really make that big of a difference. And she was saying, yeah, it doesn't. Only about 5% of PhDs are, like, decided on the presentation. So, even if you bomb the presentation, if your actual PhD research is still good, it doesn't really matter. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess doctors and lawyers have it harder, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Oh, no, when I say doctor, I don't mean, like, a medical doctor. I mean, like, she has a doctorate, as in a doctorate degree, which is what a PhD is. So, yeah, technically anyone who has a PhD is a doctor, but not like a medical doctor. Those are two different things. As far as any of us are concerned, she is one of us. I think there is a perception among other clans that the Ibexi are quite insular, and our own designation of Ibexi versus outclanners suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. But in practice, such things are more the result of nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us, and who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join. Oh yeah, language around scholastics are confusing to me anyway. You know, that's fair. I think that to most people that would be confusing. I understand that completely. And I'm pleased that Caesar did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I can think of only one thing. Better now I'm getting for a bike. Bit worried, and I am really getting a bike. Excited for my bike. Caesar has a throatly quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask as she laughs. She is quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yes, Jelly told me how excited you are. Caesar sniffs. She also told me that Driss would be coming along to get your bike together. I think I may have... I knew it. What? I hadn't meant to say that out loud, so I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss for his forgetfulness. Were I tossed with so many odds and ends, I might just be just as scattered. And besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. I'm going to make my own hoverbike? I asked Caesar if I'm expected to make my own hoverbike. No, you're not going to make it, but you're going to build your own hoverbike. Okay. What's the difference? To make suggests you are creating something, but your bike already exists. It simply hasn't taken form yet. That's the dumbest, like, distinction I've heard in my life. For sure, whatever. Here, take this. Scissor hands me something. This is a navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. It should be useful for finding old parts. Ask Scissor where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in ruined ships. In fragments spread apart. A good way to start is the ship down there near camp. Okay. Another one you can find up on that great rock near the other side of the canyon. Okay, I think I know the one they mean. And another one behind the old dam hill. Behind the old dam on the hill. Okay. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, a power supply, and a calibrator. I'll be back before you know it. Together we'll create something new out of the old. Alright, cool. Let's do it. So RB for the navigator. I can't see where I want to place my fucking thing. The sign is in the way. I don't believe it. LT toggle sensitivity. Well, this is LT. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I see. Okay, I understand. All right, so place marker there. Place marker there. And Jesus Christ, this is annoying. There we go. Okay. That's better. Alright, and a place marker over there. Cool, we've done it. Bachelors, undergraduates, graduates, fucking 20 type of degrees. What's going on? But yeah, right now I'm working on my A-level. That's what they call it in UK land according to Wikipedia. Yeah, I know A-levels. As a Brit bong myself. I get it, don't worry. Wait. I placed like 3 markers. Why are they not still up? Okay, they're up on the map, at least. It's kind of weird they're not up, but whatever. Okay, let's just, let's go grab our hovercraft and go for it, I suppose. Oh, they show up on the, I see, on the compass. Okay. Wow, the map seems huge. Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty rad, if you ask me. Yeah, I don't know how long we'll be playing this game. I have no real concept of how big it is, but it's already bigger than I thought it was. Because Chloe's been playing it for a decent amount of time, and to the point where I'm like, I thought you'd have been finished with this now, and she's not. So this will definitely be at least a good few streams, like a good few weeks, I reckon. Go talk to the chair. There's nothing of use to be found on this ship, but I notice a blinking, flashing light on the dashboard of the cockpit. Push the button. A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. Hey, Zimu Vec, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream, brother. A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording, but it's barely audible. Stop messing about with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Ramen. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see if that old machinist told us hands up. Sorry, told us holds up. Oh, let's see if what he said told. What if? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a confusing sentence to say. If not, there'll be hell to pay. I hear the sound of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks, buttons being pressed, perhaps. Okay, when I push this orange thing, pull that lever hard. Yes, Ramen. The sound of a click and a loud grunt before a snapping sound. Oh no! On Rahona's mask. Not that hard. You've torn it out. Suddenly, the speakers are filled with static and a low-pitched rumble that gradually increases in pitch. By the way, main story 7.5 hours, main plus sides 14 hours, completionist 20. Okay, I reckon we'll probably be around main plus sides would be my guess for 14 hours. That sounds about reasonable. So that's like what? That's a good like 7 streams on average. Then the sounds of someone cheering. It worked. We're flying. More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. This thing is moving fast. We need to slow down a bit. How do we do that, Ramen? Let me check the machinist's notes. A long pause, rumbling static that started playing when the ship took off is increasing in pitch. Ramen, that lever, Toma, the one you just ripped out. We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to... The recording cuts off there. Okay. So this is some kind of puzzle, right? 100%. Man, the music is so groovy in this game. Where did this person come from? Are you looking for a calibrator? I'm immediately on guard. Saima has always been a mischief maker and taken tremendous pleasure in tormenting me. In theory, I am older, more experienced, and should be able to withstand it. In practice, you won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never. She never fails to get it to me. May I please have it? I decide to be gentle and ask her if I please may have it. May I please have it? She mimics me terribly, all high and screechy, despite my best efforts. I seethe. Oh well, too bad. You'll have to find it on your own. But I don't think so. Saima laughs off my irritation, but I am not going to give in to her satisfaction. I cross my arms and try to effect a change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put out my hand, being proud of myself for standing tall before Saima. If you give me some beetles, that's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. I try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator or to acquiesce, but I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of these adults in the camp know where I can find some. Fucking kids, man. Every time. Funny music. Yeah, I guess whenever our character gets bamboozled, the funny music is going to play. Alright, well, let's try, I thought we try the dam before we go do that. Let's go try the dam first. How have you been anyway, Zikumvek? If that is your real name. Do you reckon we're going to have to complete some sort of task and get, like, a way to increase our stamina? Like, then it truly would be a Breath of the Wild. Like, if not, then I don't know. It just seems like an adventure game to me. But I guess we'll see. You know, it's kind of funny that, like, you know, every game in human history got compared to Dark Souls and became a Souls-like. But, like, Breath of the Wild has actually been, like, fairly influential. And I feel like I don't really see that thrown around much. You know, oh, this game's such a Zelda-like. Such a Breath of the Wild-like. I mean, it's definitely a genre of a non-zero number of games, you know? Well, I don't know if I'd call it a genre, but you get the point I'm trying to make. I don't want to like make this thing happen now I've suggested it. Not that it would really, but still. I'd give it some time. Also, the title is a little long. Yeah, true. I guess Souls-like rolls off the tongue, you know. Also, I don't know, actually. I feel like if it was going to happen, it would have happened by now, right? You know, Link, this really was a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. True. That's a quote from the game itself. Oh, it's another 20. What were they called? I can't remember. I sure do love unquestioningly pushing buttons and pulling levers. As you can tell, I'm a true gamer. That looks a bit far. We can climb that though. Quite a nimble little gal, isn't she? That must be what we're looking for. No, never mind. That's actually probably just goes into the thing. Oh yes, truly a brain teaser for the ages. Yes, I am 125 IQ. How could you tell? We did it, gang! Also, what a strange place. I feel like so many places in this game are just leaking with smoke. Feels like mildly disconcerting, but whatever, I suppose. Jesus Christ. It's like quite a lot back here, considering. Whew. Leaking with smoke. Did Ridley Scott direct this? Who knows? Who knows? I didn't know that was a stereotype for Ridley Scott, actually. But, I mean, it makes sense. Alien, Blade Runner, obviously, both have that in spades. There's definitely something funky going on over here. I don't know what, but we're about to find out what, I suppose. Alien and Blade Runner, mostly. Oh, okay, fair enough. I think it is kind of funny that, like, the second you said it, though, I knew the exact films that you were referring to. It's not a stereotype, I just made it up now. Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, you know, the grand and growing genre of Ridley Scott type movie has to, you know, someone has to coin the term, so. It's a frickin', oh my god! What a wiggly little guy! What is this? I kind of love him. I don't want to pick him up. If I pick him up, we're like he won't exist in the world then. He's such a little, look at him, my little guy. Wiggly worm. This game has everything. Little wiggly worm. Actually, that was a chum egg. Chum egg, offered up by chums when planted. Little wiggly guy. That's so good. Offered by chums when planting themselves into the ground, perfectly smooth and hard as a rock. These eggs seem to float with how light they are. They must be a good place to deliver these. Oh, there must be a good place to deliver these. Interesting. Alright, chum egg acquired, boys. Also, what the hell is going on over here? Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to climb this. Probably should have tried floating over to it. I don't know, maybe you'll be alright. Let's see. You reckon?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, I have no idea how big it is or anything. Really? It was just all that for 20 caps? Are they called caps? I can't remember. Okay, what are they called? Okay. Yeah, no, I know. But like, I feel like the lady said caps earlier. It's a really goofy little dude. No caps is Fallout in it. Yeah, that's what Chloe just said as well. It's got a never like. It does look nice, but like, it also has a very unique look. Like, I can't think of many games I've played like this where the line work is so like prominent, you know? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, if you're wondering, by the way, Chloe came in because I'm talking to chat. But I was just saying you came in because Chloe heard me excitedly talk about the wiggly worm, and she was like, "I knew it was a fucking chum egg," so she came in because she bought it as well, so she's been playing through it. Borderlands, maybe. Nah, this Borderlands is this. I would like. I guess technically this is cel shaded actually, but it's like I don't know. It has something else going on. Oh yeah, Obra Dinn actually. Obra Dinn has yeah, a lot of similarities with this visually. I'd say. I think that's fair. I love that little wiggly guy. I wonder if they always give you a chum egg, or if it's like, you know, if that's a if it's like a mixed rewards, you know, sometimes you get a chum egg, sometimes you get other stuff. I guess we'll see. The similarity is how different they are from Stand. Well, I think the similarity is more in just like the style, right? It's like cel shading. I think all of those games. Jesus Christ! I think all of those games are cel shaded. Well, I guess Obra Dinn isn't. I don't know what Obra Dinn is really. I think this is cel shaded anyway. I'm not 100% sure though. Being real with you. Alright, let's go find this power supply. Obra Dinn is 8-bit. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, but like, I mean, cel shading is just having like a flat color without any like gradienting in between kind of like almost like black lines, if that makes sense. No, 1-bit actually. Oh. Wait, no, what? That can't be correct. 1-bit is just on-off, right? 2 colours. I guess it could be, actually, yeah. Wait, no, Obra Dinn isn't just 2 colours, is it? I don't remember for sure, but like, oh yeah, this is definitely where we need to be. Okay. I swear Obra Dinn has like more than 2 colours. I could be wrong, but all I remember is that game was, you know, took a while because it was initially definitely a little painful on the eyes, which honestly I do kind of respect in a way. Go on, keep climbing. Go on, little Sable. She did it. Hats off. Obra Dinn was a fucking great game, actually. That's what I'm really glad I did on stream. If for no other reason, just because, like, it's just because it's so visual. It's like I could chat the whole time, and I could, like, you know, verbalize my thought process. I didn't need to worry too much about reading text or having chat follow a story or anything, you know? I feel like that game was actually, like, a perfect stream game. She returned on my Obra till I didn't. Exactly. This guy gets it. Holy fuck. We've been going for 1 hour and 10 already. Oh my god. It did not. That flew by. Jesus. Okay. Mate, can we respect how this game already has... This game has the fucking Assassin's Creed birds. Okay, I'm disappointed this wasn't a chum worm or a chum egg. I mean, it is true. This is a very like, this has been a really strong opening for a game. I vibe with what's going on so far. All right, cool. Calibrator required, boys. What do you reckon? There's something up there. But the question is, can we reasonably climb to it? And I'm gonna be honest. I think the answer might be a you motherfucker. Might be a resounding no on this one, but let's see. It is kind of like, you know, it is segmented, so maybe if we can find a place to stand. Do the float. Do the float. Fuck. Okay, at least there's no fall damage. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think we're climbing to the top of that. Humor, maybe? Mayhaps? I don't know what that means. Bethesda Glide Pog. Hell yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, considering this game is, like, very lovely and I'm having a good time, it is still quite janky. Like, the way the character controls and the way you interact with the terrain does not feel like the most polished thing in the world, but you know what? Sometimes you don't, it doesn't need to be, you know? Sometimes all it needs to be is just a fun, nice, pretty game, and that's completely enough, you know? Have you played Starfield yet, speaking of Bethesda? Because I have honest to God given it a fair crack now, I would say. And I'm still going to play it some more before I truly give my final judgment, but like, don't think it's very good. I really wanted it to be as well. But I just not having that much fun with it. The quests are kind of boring, the combat is fine, but that's about it. No, but I've started playing Fallout 3 out of spite, fair enough. I do kind of hate Fallout 3. Or hate is a bit strong. I just don't. What is going on with the camera? Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, I don't think any of their games are very good, to be honest. From the ones I've played, anyway. I could ask about catching beetles for that awful little Cymer. Do you know where I could find some beetles? There's a nest of beetles just to the east of there. You can't just walk up and catch it, though. There's some seeds growing on rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor, and the beetles start eating it. Then you can sneak up and grab it. Driss asks me a series of increasingly strange questions before I make an excuse to take my leave. Thank you. Okay. I like the town where there's a mute. Pretty fun, albeit somewhat drab so far. Also, it crashes like every 30 minutes. Really? I don't remember it being that bad for crashes. That's pretty unfortunate. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay. Well, don't alt-tab, that's the lesson I learned. Oh, yeah, to be fair, but if you're alt-tabbing on any Bethesda game, you're just, you're making some unwise decisions, to be honest with you. It's just not something those games can handle, you know? Right, I guess we have to get up there, so we're going to sort of have to climb. Oh, yeah, no, I would not recommend... Yeah, no, even Starfield, 100%. I don't think it's quite as bad, but I still wouldn't recommend it, you know? Like, I feel like I've had, like, whenever I close it, you know when... You know some games when you alt-tab, just kind of alt-tab completely fine, and you're like, okay, this game is, like, completely fine to alt-tab. And then there's other games where you alt-tab them, and there's, like, a little bit of lag, or sometimes the game stays up in the background. It all just seems a little scuffed, you know? Starfield is in that camp. It's not, like, horrendous, but it definitely feels like the kind of thing where you don't want to be alt-tabbing it on a regular basis. Like, I do not trust it at all, you know? Source game. Oh, a source game... What? A source game is particularly good or bad for that? That's not a chum egg. I really want to find another little wiggler. Half-Life 2 fucking explodes if you even think about alt-tabbing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's, yeah, okay, so you understand what I'm saying then. Like, some games are worse for it than others, and I would describe... He's done it. Fucking chum egg, mate. Chum egg and dank tunes. What more could you want in life? You know what? I get the feeling I'm already going to give this game a 10. Yes, a 10 out of 10 video game. I can't hold it against Gaben though, fair. Thanks for the chum egg. Why does... Okay, look. I'm about to make a reference. And you might punch me for it, but that just... Doesn't that kind of look like a plumbus from Rick and Morty? Or is that just me? Okay, it just kind of looks like a plumbus, right? Or is that actually just me? I don't know. So I need to... What did the dude say? I need to collect seeds from near the beetles. Maybe from this thing? To be fair, you have a very high IQ. It is true. There we go. Okay, yeah, that must be the seeds. I guess we should just knock down a bunch. Right? I think that makes the most sense. Why does this fucking kid want beetles anyway? Oh! You're fine, just go to the little seed, man. No, I think you misunderstood. I was referencing the copy pasta. It seems like a game where you get a slingshot at some point. Yeah, true. Let's try throwing it. That could work. Yeah, there we go. I feel kind of mean. Like, we're just going to give these beetles to the kid. We don't know what the use is for at all. What if he just, like, murders all of these beetles in cold blood? Turns them into some kind of paint or paste? It's not very vegan of me, is it? Oh, there we go. 3 beetles acquired, right? Yeah, 3 beetles acquired. Okay, cool. Beetle soup pet. One of the two. Who knows which, I suppose. This is a very cute little game. I feel like it's been a while. What was the last, like, cozy game we played as well? I can't even really remember. This is a pretty cozy little game. What was the last game we played? It was Undertale. I would not describe that as a cozy game. It is a little cozy, but not... It's not the primary emotion, you know? She likes to play in a cave underneath the camp. Alright. We definitely have played a cozy game before. I would describe... I don't know, were you here for, like, the Proteus days? Do you remember Proteus? It was the game with, like, the seasons. We kind of wandered around like a pixelated island until the seasons changed, and then we went into like a big like ring of light, and that would cause the season to change. Does that ring any bell? Can't say I do. Okay. I would say Proteus counts. Gone Home is kind of cozy, maybe, sort of. I felt embarrassingly vindicated as I hand Simon the beetles, but rather than gloat, she hands me the calibrator and begins to cry. What have I done? You're leaving, and you'll never come back. Comfort her. She blows her nose and then wipes her hand on her tunic. Yara never come back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. I miss her too. There's been a letter here and there, but it's always to us rather than to me. I'm not bitter, but I hope not to be like that. Please don't go. I tell Simon not to worry, that I'll be back sooner than she knows, and that I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that if I'm not back sooner than she knows, then to be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come and bother me herself. Edith Finch? Edith Finch was more like... Oh, I don't know if I'd call Edith Finch cozy. It was more depressing. It had cozy moments, but I would not describe that as a primary cozy game. It was too depressing for that, you know? I mean, this could be a depressing game. We don't know yet. But so far, it's a cozy game, I would say. Promise? I say yes. Good, then I suppose I can come see you off. I thank you and say goodbye for now. Yeah, it was sort of cozy in a murdery sort of way. Precisely. To be fair, murder is the most cozy type. What the fuck? The dye bottle for the colours of the Ibex red bike. Can we... Does our bike have customization options? Can we make it red now? Is that what's going on? Oh! It's a secret! Found a secret cave! What in the fuck? It's very weird how this is here, but there's nothing actually here. Bunker Dash Train Guy is my favourite story from that. I don't remember Bunker Dash Train Guy. I can't remember for sure anyway. How did they die? Oh no wait, the Daydreaming Guy was better. That was the guy who worked at the factory, right? Because that's the one that everyone is like... That's everyone's favourite, I think. And honestly, it is just probably the best. It's really fucking good. I can't remember what my favourite was. Bunker Guy lived in a bunker, then got ran over by... Oh, yeah! No, I remember Bunker Guy. Yeah, I remember. Why did... He lived down there because... What, didn't he, like... He was responsible for the death of someone else in the family or something, and then he got really depressed? Is that right? And then the first day he comes out, he's like, I'm gonna leave. I'm actually gonna get out. Or, like, maybe something threatens the house or something? And then he leaves, but then he just immediately gets run over. He was scared of the prophecy, I think. Oh, okay. I return to Sizzo with the parts, and it's as she waves me over that I feel the pang of sadness in my chest. When will I see her again once I'm gone? Well done, Sable. Yes, this is everything we need. Are you ready to assemble a bike of your own? I'm ready. He left because the train was late. The train caused the rumbling that scared him every morning. Oh, I see. Okay. Then it ran him over very... Yeah, of course. Yeah, fair. Scissor relaxed in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty that one truly appreciates when Scissor is in her element. I wonder if it's this way for all machinists. What you must understand, Sable, is that the components you acquire, they fit together not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. All we are doing is assembling her from what she has been already been. I nod and I feel a soft buzzing in my ears. Along my clan, we believe the machines have names, held for ages like deep secrets, unheard by those unequipped to listen. We'll find this one's name together. Assemble the machine. Gliding bike wings. Hell yeah. A booster? Hell yeah. Hey, oh hey, Outer Wilds was Outer Wilds was not a cozy game. Are you fucking kidding? Well, was it? Oh, that's a... I don't know, man. That one was like... That game almost fills me with too much existential dread to be cozy. I know what you mean. Like... I think the way that it tied everyone together in this almost like spiritual kind of like, you know, connection through the universe way was sort of cozy, but like at the same time, I don't know, man. I mean, that one's a bit of a stretch, but maybe all the little people with guitars. No, I know, and like the way they used music to tie everyone together in a cosmic sense was very cute. Yeah, I know. And then you see, like, the campfire and the fucking, you know, infinite hallucination at the end and shit. The essential death of yourself. Like, yeah, I mean, I get it. I do get it. I just don't know if I agree. I don't know. That's a rough one. It just, the problem with Outer Wilds is It makes me think too much about consciousness inherently. And whenever I think about consciousness, it's hard to associate that with coziness, because, like, consciousness is just fucking insane. It doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. You might be right there. I think that's a bit of a tough one, but maybe. Scissor relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty that one truly appreciates when Scissor's in her element. Oh, well, we've already read this. Wait, no, we've already read all of this. But I've assembled her. What are you talking about? Scissor, we've done it. I've done the task. What do you want from me? Maybe we could look over another list of... Oh, this is what we gotta do. Yeah, true. I guess we could. Mate, that is the most crude assembly I think I've ever seen in my life. But sure, whatever. Listen. Scissor tilts her head a moment, leaning closer to Simon. All at once, I knew the hoverbike's name. Simon. Simoon. I say it in a whisper to let Scissor know. Simoon. Well done, Sable. What sort of name is that? What does it mean? Does she want to go with me? She does, clan child. Simoon has a wandering spirit, like you, I think. I tell Simoon that I am eager to... You're ready then for the gliding. May the gods turn their faces to you, Sable. An odd blessing, perhaps, but Caesar is prone to such things, and I can read in her tone she meant it quite sweetly. You must learn to listen, Simoon. To Simoon, to care for her. Seek out my fellow machinists on your travel, Sable. They will teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, and here, take this, machinist badge. It's a machinist badge. You'll meet plenty of my ilk on your gliding. Show them you're worthy and give them more. They will give you more badges. I thank Sisu twice for the good measure and give a bow. I am ready. Alright, we've done it. I should speak to Jido, apparently. Mic problem. Oh no, mic problem! Oh, there we go. Is that better? Don't yell it. Well, it was too late for that. The second I have a mic problem, well, of course I gotta yell it. It's just how it goes. I don't know how that happened, though. The cable should be... I've, like, rearranged it slightly so it's better for my keyboard. It should be, like, fairly well positioned to be okay now. But whatever. All good. Glad to hear it. But yeah, like, Outer Wilds is like, I don't know, maybe. I think that one's a bit of a stretch, though, just 'cause it's kind of horrifying in a way, you know? I return to Juddy with new lightness, and it makes the weight of my departure feel heavier still. What a strange day. Sable, is that a badge you've got there? Sisu gave it to me. I tell Juddy that Sisu gave me the badge. Then you must have earned it. Well done. I give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be headed for Mask Caster in no time. I try to think about going to a mask caster, but it seems impossible. It seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be. Imagine choosing what I want to be forever. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. They'll give you plenty of badges when you're out there, and once you've got 3 alike, you can trade it in for a mask. You don't, don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. Gliding is about freedom and exploration. I suggest you claim as many masks as you want. Only at your final ceremony you'll be asked to choose one. How will I choose? You'll have to feel it out, but when you know, you'll know. Now. The tone of her now puts butterflies in the back of my stomach. With all of this done, there is only one thing left. It's time then, isn't it? Time to walk through the face of the door at Temple of Rahana. There you'll assemble your gliding mask, and go. There are a few things I wish to convey to Jadi here. Depths of love and gratitude and fear and hope and worry and hope. And though I find myself unable to speak any of it in words, I know she understands. Before you leave, child, I made you these. They are dyed with the traditional Ibeksi maroon. I hope they give you a great comfort out in the desert. When you leave today, you'll no longer be Sable, clan child of Ibeksi. You'll be Sable, and the rest will come. You'll simply be Sable, and the rest will come. Anyway, the Payday 3 devs are absolute chads. Are announced they're removing de novo like a week before launch. What is de novo? Is that like some sort of DRM measure? The game dev vids seem nice, so I pre-ordered it. Hope I don't regret that. Well, good luck, brave warrior. But no matter what you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you. I will always love you. And I will see you again. I don't know where my journey will end, but I know where it must begin. I am ready. I should head to the temple for the gliding. Alright. Well, I guess that's the only thing left to do. Denuvo is an anti-piracy DRM thing, extremely intrusive, forces always in online. I see. That is good of them to remove it then. Alright. So we need to head over that way. But like, don't I need to go get my little bike? My little bike, lad. Can't leave home without it, you know? Where did I park the... Maybe I should take the old bike there, because maybe they'll have my new bike or something? That'd be my guess. Also, the only person who can crack it is a complete mental unwell pirate called Empress. Ah. Interesting. Umar is a man of few words, and he's nothing if not consistent. Alright, fair enough. Oh, okay, there's that bike. Another pot? Who's like a super anti-SJW Crusader type. Oh, okay, fair. Yeah, that's sometimes how it goes with those types. Yeah, I don't know why. It just is. Where the fuck... Where was Sizu? We like teleported somewhere, but I don't remember where. I mean, you know, what can I say? It's just gamers. You can't trust them. Hello. Let's just, you know what? Let's just get the old bike and head to that area, and then maybe our new bike will be there. That'd be my guess, but we'll see. Like, if I was to design this game, I would have a waymarker pointing to your new bike, and you go collect it off Caesar before you head off, if you needed to collect it now. So with that in mind, let's just freaking yoke ourselves. Okay, admittedly that wasn't very far to go. Fucking Christ, the hunger is starting to... Whoa. All I've had today is like a brunch type thing. It was just like bread, hummus, olives, some cooked chickpeas, and I think that was about it, to be honest. Wait, is this not the correct... Wait, this is the intro temple. Can you zoom in on the map? You can, okay. That helps. Oh, I see. Okay, so we need to climb further up, maybe? No, that kind of looks like where we need to be, actually. Right? Yeah. I wonder if that new Elder Scrolls game they teased like 50 years ago is coming out anytime soon, maybe after Silksong? Yeah, exactly right. Who knows? Just having a little gander. I mean, like I said, I just do not even slightly care about Bethesda's games, honestly, so... For me, it's like, I just don't really give a shit. Any upcoming games for you excited? Whoa, okay. Was not expecting that. No, I don't think so, really. Oh yeah, the Hypnospace sequel, of course, yeah. And the new Deep Sleep game that Script Worlder is cooking up. I mean, you know, I'm sure both of those will be fun, but I just tend not to really look forward to games massively. Like, there's still so many I need to play that are like old classics, so I'm fairly like behind on games, I suppose. Yeah, the old backlog, exactly, yeah. I don't believe in being behind or something. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, honestly, kind of based. Okay, weird. Weird energy, I respect it. No one says they're behind on books because they haven't read Crime and Punishment. I mean, you say that, but there are definitely people that do. Also, I think, like, it depends. It just depends. Like, I don't know if you'd say I'm behind on classics, but I think people would say I'm behind on, like, you know... Like, I'm behind on music currently, because I haven't... There's a ton of releases from this year that I haven't, you know, kept up with that I intended to, you know? It'll stop being a thing in, like, a few generations. Maybe. You wait, nah, you know what? You say that, but wait until I make my world-famous video essay that, that's going to be titled as, or described as, I don't know, maybe I should make it, yeah. But I'd make a video essay called, like, being behind, or, like, the concept of keeping up with media is based, actually. That's what I'll call it. And it will just be a case for, like, actually being behind is a thing. And you should keep up with things. And then you'll be sorry. Then in a few generations, it'll be the single biggest concept on the planet, okay? You just frickin' wait, then you'll be sorry. I'm going to live in a hermit cave and say I've never heard of the MCU. Yeah, but the concept of being behind only works when the thing you're behind on isn't shit, so you can't really be behind on the MCU, you know? It just sort of exists. The little faces on these statues are super goofy. Something about them just looks like, you know those potato wedges for children where they're like in a smiley face? They kind of look like that. I don't know why. They've just got very like rounded, soft edges. Holy shit, it's Spirited Away. I mean, this game definitely has a bit of the older, you know, surrealism and like abstract stuff going on. So yeah, it's to some extent, sure. Talk to the floating skull. Do it. Oh no, we just got the mask. I see. I mean, that makes sense. That is what we were here for. Which I obviously promptly forgot. Can I just equip it? Hell yeah. Oh! Neat. Well, I think we have to, you know, we should just take all of our, you know, actual glider stuff, right? There we go. That's a pretty pog little character, isn't it? Shout out to Breath of the Wild, like, it's got to be one of my favourite genders. I'm enjoying this game quite a lot so far. It's very cute. Very cozy. What would you say are other Breath of the Wild likes? Oh, I don't know if there are any. I'm just fucking about, mainly. Maybe arguably Elden Ring, I guess. Where's my fucking... Where's my... What happened to the damn thing I rode here? It just vanished. What the hell? I've been robbed. I'm quite glad I picked this game now, actually, out of the options. Unpopular opinion, Elden Ring is a Souls-like. Untrue. Absolutely unhinged take. Chat, roast this moron. You have mail. Hello, Sable. Juddy's voice echoes strangely through the machine, yet it still warms me. Well, Sable, this is it. I think it's just me in chat today. Yes, roast yourself. Do it, coward. By the time you hear this, we will be gone. Have gone. The gliding is a journey that you must begin alone. There is a certain nuance lost in translation, and for that I am grateful. It'd be far too much to hear the cracks in her voice and not run weepily into her arms to stay forever. But I am ready, so I close my eyes and listen. But though you go by yourself, you are not without friends, you are not without family, you are not without love. These things will always carry you with you, as do your mask. And I know I'm not supposed to do this, but if I were you, I might go to see Utari. They're the machinist at Burnt Oak Station and among Sizu's closest friends. Utari is a good contact to have on one's gliding, and a fine way to get another machinist badge if you're so inclined. Only a suggestion though. As for us, I'll keep another message once we've returned to the Iwa. So keep an eye on the post boxes and try not to forget us. She takes a long breath and forget things as easy as breathing could ever exist. There we go, got there in the end. The world is waiting, Sable. Anyway, in lazy ML, true. Ah yes, puberty metaphor. Precisely. Good luck. It's a fucking... Did you see it? Did you see the little wiggly lad? Sable, don't move. No, you fuck. Did you see the wiggly lad? There was a wiggly lad somewhere. We have to go get the chum egg. Man, that H is really important. We can call our little airmobile. That's what that is, isn't it? It fucking is, I knew it. What? No, I missed that. It was all tabbed. It was during a cutscene. Hang on. Oh boy, look at this fucking thing. Now this is a glider. Holy cow, this is a glider. Seems very unwieldy. I'm into it. Hang on. It was like we saw it from the village where the post box was. Where was it? We was like talking to this thing. Now this is pod racing. True. Where the fuck was the wiggler? The little wiglet. I'm not going crazy. I swear I'm not losing my damn mind. I saw a wiggly lad. Maybe it was on those three things over there. Wait, this was where the hot air balloon was, right? Forgive me, Father, if I have referenced the Star Wars prequels. I mean, you are aware of like prequels memes and like the weird nostalgia people has for those films now. We live in a strange time. Where the fuck was that fucking wiggler? You son of a bitch. You wiggled into my life and now you're wiggling out. Unbelievable. Wow, they really fucking bounced, huh? Look at this camp, it's like empty, damn. Man, they pack up shop fast, huh? There it is! I knew I fucking saw one! He's done it. We actually did it. We found the wiggler. You, Sable. Fuck are you doing? There was a period where everyone on Reddit thought the prequels were the best trilogy somehow. Yeah, people are just insane sometimes. Hello. We've literally just got our mask and everyone has bounced, so we're just... Yeah, I've been released from the tutorial. Yeah. Chum acquired. True. They are pretty good. Okay, leave the canyon. Alright, I can do that. Is that real? Are there more than 3 in this area?
Probably, yeah.
How many do you have on your left?
Oh, I don't know. I have to check.
Did you do much exploring in this area in general, though? So I've not really looked around, actually.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck it, I'm leaving, because that's just what I do.
Think so,
Yeah, they basically do. No.
Let's see. My bad.
I think this was the song that was playing in the intro. That must be really loud. Yeah. But we gotta let the song play out, right? And glide across the land a little bit. Oh man, oh yeah, of course. So I've only explored this part here. Okay, fair enough. Dark, dank forest. That's a nice song. It is, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is, yeah. Yeah, that is some pretty premium music, hard agree. What a pretty game as well. It just looks so nice. Alright, well. Don't really know what we're going to head for. We're going to... Oh my god, it's miles away. We have gone the wrong way. It's a beetle. We're in a beetle nest. Weird. But yeah, this is a good time to end stream. You're right. So I think we will call it there. Oh, alright. Cool game. I look forward to playing this one more. That's for sure. But yeah, cheers for watching. This has been a fun one. If anybody's watching doesn't know who I am, my name is Devon. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. And I do indie games, so if that sounds like your bag, do consider dropping a follow or a sub, depending on which platform you're on. And yeah, peace out. I'm going to go eat food, because I'm fucking starving. And I'll see you on Thursday, alright, Elysium? And we'll play more of this absolutely gorgeous little game, alright? Peace out, stay safe, my dude, and I'll see you around, alright?